DeMarcus, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's correct. Give me 1 second. Sure thing. We have DeMarcus Sharp and we've got Isaac Haney here and Coach Gibson. Coach Gibson, let's start with you and give us your thoughts on this evening's ball game.
Tell you what, it was a hard-fought game. I was impressed with how New Orleans dug deep in the second half, and they really played with some mental fortitude and fought through and almost found a breakthrough. But we told our guys that a breakthrough won't be good enough. We got to blast through, and so I really respect how our guys were willing to blast through in the second half and get some separation down the stretch.
Multiple times they made runs, and multiple times you guys were able to answer. I remember at one point, I think they tied it at 62, and within about 5 seconds, hit a three to respond. It was a frequent, both their ability to make a run and yours to respond to it.
Yes, it really came down to defending. You know, in life, you have to have somebody that can take up for you, right? And I'm going to take up for Isaac Haney right here. We have the #1 scoring defense in the conference. #1. Isaac Haney should have been on the all-defensive team. What he did today on Jordan Johnson, he was 1 for 1 from the field. He did it all season long. Okay, the voting has to change. It can't just be coaches voting. Somebody else, SIDs, presidents, or ADs. It has to change. It can't be political. It's got to go to the team that has the scoring defense. It's got to go to the guys that's landing on the line, and we got to pay attention and watch film and watch games. It can't be that everybody has to scout and watch games. This young man held almost one of the second leading scorers in the conference, if not close to it. This is the leading scorer in the conference. Held him to 1 for 1 from the field. That's to be commended, and he did it all season long. And the way I was raised, you're just as guilty if you don't stand up for a person. I was raised, if you quiet, you guilty.
Well, let's hear from you then, Isaac. What are your thoughts on today's game and your performance?
Shoot, I got a great supporting staff around me, and anything special that I do besides listen to coaching staff does the heavy lifting, watches the film for me, sits me down. I'm just a guy that's willing to listen and do what's asking me. And the team around me, they do exactly what's asked of them, helping. You know, you see a guy like Johnson keeping him off the three-point line. That was the MO, but he still, you know, is not able to back cut and come off those screens because I got amazing teammates around me.
Sir.
DeMarcus, 31 points, 9 assists, another great offensive performance. Your thoughts on your performance today and the teams as well?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without my teammates. I mean, first I want to just thank my teammates, you know, from everything we done been through. I mean, like we said in the locker room, we got one more. I mean, I'm not even happy about my performance. I mean, coach tell me to do what I do, you know, every practice, and I just go out and do it. I really don't, you know, even try to, you know, thank myself for my performance. I just thank Isaac, you know, Jamonte, all my teammates.
What were the questions?
Coach, in this first year, there's been, I'm sure, a lot of lessons learned, but there hasn't been a first postseason game as a head coach for you until tonight. What did you learn about yourself tonight?
Well, these guys, okay, they make me a better coach than what I am. The staff, they make me better than what I am. The support staff, they make me better than what I am, you know. And you have to have people in your life like that. You know, you got to have people in your life that's smarter than you. You got to have people in your life that's better than you, and you can't be insecure about surrounding yourself with those type people. I also want to commend DeMarcus on just being an unbelievable leader. Even though we asked him to score a great deal, he still had 9 assists. You know, it just shows you that he knows how to play the right way, and he lets the game come to him. Like, I'm so proud of these guys, and even the guys that didn't play in the game, I'm proud of them. Just the energy, effort, enthusiasm they had on the bench. And then we had some other guys I want to commend defensively. Hanson Emmanuel was great defensively. The way that he deflects shots, the way he alters shots and defends. You know, Greedy Williams was unbelievable defensively. And then how about the shot of Amarion McDonald? I mean, how about that big-time shot for a sophomore? That was huge, you know. And then Jamonte Black, you know, he's just smooth and cruising as he always does. Just lets the game come to him, plays the right way, and never gets rattled. And there's so many other guys I can mention. Now, how about the other freshman, Jalen Hampton? Dadgummit, man. You know, Big Wilmore comes in and get a couple big rebounds. It's just the whole team. Dane Prim came in, and we got a work phrase we use, assignment correct. He was assignment correct today. And guys, we always say we don't want 2 new plays this time of year. We want 2 new what?
Players.
2 new players, okay? And the 2 new players came from our roster because they stepped up and they did the little things for us, all right? And so to answer your question, I'm just grateful to have all the greatness around me that makes me look a lot better than what I really am.
And I know you two love to talk about everybody but yourself, so I'll let you. Jamonte, getting him going early, what did that do for you guys?
I mean, it did everything. It did a lot for us. I mean, it shows every game. He does it every game. I mean, once we get Jamonte going, everything else falls in place for us. And I just want to commend Jamonte because Jamonte do all the little things. Even when he's not scoring the ball, he defends the ball very well. And that's what, a lot of guys that, don't see, which he should have been on all defensive team as well. We can't just leave Jamonte out. He should have been on all defensive team as well.
And then whoever wants to answer it, all 3 of you could if you want. But how does it feel? You got the first one out of the way. 1 more to go tomorrow to try to punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
It feel real good. I mean, we was this close when we were at Missouri State, and now we're in the same position. And I mean, we ready. It's just 1 more away. We can't speak on what we're gonna do, but I just know we're gonna come to play.
What better way would it be? It's like, I mean, obviously you played UNM, got the W, but you got a rematch with Corpus. Everybody probably knew this was gonna happen. So just the thoughts on that going into tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna take the lead on that one. Like, I tell you, we have some faithful people in the city of Natchez. Faithful. I mean faithful. And from day one, they pushed the wagon. They didn't try to jump on. They didn't try to jump on the wagon once we got some momentum. We had some faithful people that pushed the wagon from day one. They pushed it. They pushed it hard, and they helped us get some momentum. We have student body, the band, the spirit groups. They pushed the wagon from day one. They didn't jump on it after we got some momentum. They didn't jump on it after we beat TCU at TCU. They were pushing it before then. They were pushing it in the summer, in June and July when we're out there. These guys have done over 1,000 hours of community service. It has to be an NCAA record. I want them to get some kind of award or merit for it. It's got to be out there somewhere. They've done over 1,000 hours. We got it documented of community service. Like people have pushed this wagon, but they have served the community, and the community has served back. And so we want this for the city of Natchez. Natchez is known as the city of lights. We want to make it brighter.
Coach, you mentioned Isaac's defense on Jordan Johnson, which was remarkable. To hold him just for 1 field goal attempt is simply incredible, to put it politely. How did you go about formulating a game plan for someone who has recently been one of the top scorers in the league?
Like I said before, these guys make me better than what I am. Yeah, me and the coaching staff, we have great defensive coordinator and Rodney Hamilton. Big ups to him. Tim Ward, personnel defensive coordinator. Those guys do a fantastic job. My offensive coordinators, they do a fantastic job. Tony Holliday and Jimmy Lincoln. But defensively, we have a term we use, assignment correct. All these guys were assignment correct. Isaac Haney did a great job of being assignment correct and paying attention to detail on the one-on-one coverage, but these guys did a great job of fanning around him and plugging, as we use the term. So it's a collective effort of being able to do it. You can't do it by yourself, but if you were to ask Isaac Haney, he probably would give his teammates the credit. That's how we get down around here. We postpone immediate gratification for the betterment of the group, and that's just how we serve each other.
Andy, let's talk about your big shot there, because it wasn't just Marion. You had a big one. Jamonte had a big one. To chase Jordan around, you're running through screens, you're chasing through. Big moment for you. How'd you save those legs?
A lot of credit goes to Sam. He does a great job, over the summer, just making sure that I got a base. And then he studies his craft so well. He knows exactly how to make sure that I got enough pop to, have what I need in my legs to be athletic, but also saving them so in season I'm not dead. Zach, another guy, our AT, he just makes sure that we do rehab and prehab religiously. And, as it's going on, you might just want to get away from those guys, but they're so persistent, and they, disregard my feelings to make sure that when that moment comes, I can make that shot.
You got the jerseys picked out yet for tomorrow? Do we know what we're wearing?
I think we're black.
I think we're black tomorrow.
Anything else? We thank you all so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
One more and we'll go on board. Thank you.
Charleston, Missouri?
Yes, sir.
I know it well. I'm from Southern Illinois, so I've heard enough of it. I've been 5 minutes time.
Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Bye, Jason.
See y'all.
He's championship hero right now, man.
Alright, about to drink my energy drink and drive 2 hours home.
I'm grabbing New Orleans now, okay?
Hey, don't take my card again. No. He took my card yesterday. Don't take John's this time.
You take it. You just like took it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was.
It's just like, oh, this probably doesn't belong to someone.
It
It's
was,
just like, I guess this is just
no,
mine
we
to take.
apologize. No, we're good. No, we're good.
I
We made up.
that's a very large object.
I know, but
It's not like it's like, oh, it's a pen. No, it's a thing with wheels.
hey, but he apologized like 10 times. I was like, I promise you, like, it's totally fine. Like, it's totally okay. Like, if you need the card, let me know. You can borrow it. It's fine.
You want this?
You can just leave it. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you standing here?
No, 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 no.
Oh.
Thanks, John.
Man, hold
You know-
him to one shot. That is unbelievable.
You know, the way that he doesn't answer questions half the time, I'm glad he did that today. I'm glad that he gave me the best answer today. Love him. Favorite guy. So is Charlotte. But
What?
I got a good answer. No, John.
I guess.
I can't believe I am. Talking about Natchitoches City Lights.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
No, they haven't started yet.
No.
They haven't started yet.
No, NSU. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, John. What are you talking about?
I don't know, he's got something else going on. He couldn't.
Yeah, baby. But we got the cart. That's all that matters. John, isn't that cart just a lifesaver?
It is.
Like, I just load it up. What? Are you staying?
Yeah. You gonna leave it? I didn't know if y'all were going to work then.
I'll probably cut a few things from
Yeah, I'm
for Twitter.
We'll see y'all down there then.
Okay, John. I won't hug you back just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see
Actually,
y'all.
wait, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Will you be here for high school?
Well, I'll be there at 3. Are you gonna be
Or
there?
at 1:15?
I'll be there at some point. I'll be there after the Southeastern game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll see you then, if I don't see you.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. I don't know what to help you with.
And starting it off.
That's what I'm here for.
So we have Coach Schlesinger, Tyson Jackson, and Marquez Cooper. Coach, your thoughts on tough ball game tonight?
Yeah, it was a great college basketball game and another great game in the Southland Conference tournament. And I couldn't be more proud of this group. I couldn't be more proud of where we've come from. You know, a month and a half ago where we were, and to finish where we are is a testament to their character, the student athletes' character, and the families they represent. It was fantastic to see them. I'm so grateful to be the coach here, to be able to serve these student athletes and to try to put as much into their lives as we can on a daily basis with us and the coaching staff. And thankful to Dr. Nicklow and Mr. Tim Duncan for providing me the opportunity to serve in this capacity for our university. And I thought these guys represented our university very, very well tonight. I thought their character was on full display. We got down 17 at one point, came back to tie the game. I thought it was fantastic in how they showed their heart tonight and their character.
You came from behind multiple times and got back in and over and over and over again. It was relentless. And to their credit, they were able to answer in a lot of those circumstances, but there was no quit at all.
No, and sometimes in the season of the game, you just run out of time. You run out of possessions. And I thought that, you know, in the first half, when we've talked about this in the locker room, you know, I thought we got a little quick with a couple possessions. A couple didn't fall in the first probably, you know, 3 to 9 possessions, that if we finish and complete those, maybe it changes their attack on what they were doing. But once we calmed down, once we got to where we had some poise and was able to execute and do the things we wanted to, I thought that they did a great job of playing through some different circumstances and some different game plan and schemes that we hadn't seen to that level, to that point. But, you know, we still had 4 guys in double figures. You know, we turned them over more than they turned us over through all that. And from where we were at one point in the year, that's a heck of an accomplishment just in itself. But I just am really, really proud of the team and how they fought.
Let's hear from the guys. Tyson, 19 points, a nice performance from you. I'm sure that's not what you were hoping for, rather the other way around, but congratulations on what you were able to accomplish. Your thoughts on the ball game?
First off, I want to say I'm proud of our guys. Like Coach said, where we were a month ago, I've been playing, this is my 4th year playing college basketball, and a lot of teams would have quit. So I feel like the ball game really shows who we are as just a team. To get down, and it's not easy to play 3 games in 3 days, and for us to fight back and tie the game up, it just shows a lot. And one thing I'm excited about is my whole first 5 is going to be here next year. So we're going to have another off season and another preseason to gel even more. So I'm excited.
Marquez, your thoughts?
I thought we played good. I think we played our hardest. We put our heart out there. I feel like we left everything on the line. We just came up short.
Hey, and I want to make sure and compliment Marquez, because he came as a graduate transfer, and the way that he worked throughout the year is everything that you hope a student athlete would be. And I hope he feels that he leaves here with no regrets, that he took this challenge and squeezed everything out of it. And I think that the character that he showed is something that I will use him as a model for many, many years in my coaching life, of how you should be and who you should be as a student athlete, and then that leads you to who you are as a player. And so he's a special one. I'm very proud of you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah.
Marcus, I want to give you an opportunity to respond to Coach's comments, but specifically, what has it meant to you to be a privateer and be part of the University of New Orleans?
I mean, it meant everything. That's what I came here to do. Coach gave me the chance to do that. He told me it wasn't going to be easy. He told me I had to work, and I just kept working. I know everything didn't go my way, but I just kept my head down, and I kept working. I just kept working.
Tyson, obviously, Jordan Johnson had a tougher night with foul trouble and not really able to get his shots up, and that meant you had to step into a larger scoring role. How were you able to go about doing that, and what help did you receive from your teammates?
Really, my teammates they breathe a lot of confidence into me. And first off, Jordan, without Jordan, we wouldn't be here, period. He's a huge piece of this team. And I just took advantage of them not having the type of size that I have. So I was talking to coaches before the game, and I told them I'm taking everything to the rim tonight. So I just had that mindset out there, and it worked for me. So.
And coach, specifically regarding their game plan for Jordan, what did you see and how were they able to limit him so much?
Well, I mean, they kept no catching him on one time, and then every time he got the ball, they were sending 2 or 3 guys at him. I think that's a great show of respect for him. I've been in this league a long time, over 2 decades, and I haven't seen that happen very often. And so I think that's a great compliment to him, but it's a bigger compliment to his teammates to problem solve it, be able to play through it, and put us in a position to win the game as we went down the stretch. And it's one that it'll haunt me for a long time. You're 2 possessions away from being able to punch a ticket tomorrow, and you spend your whole year and your whole career with the goal to put these guys in this opportunity, and having been blessed to get to that championship game 7 times, I know what it means for these guys. It's a life changer. It's not just a game changer, it's a life changer. To be in that game and then to win it changes your life forever. And I think it's fuel for us for next year, but it hurts for sure this year.
Coach, you alluded to it. You forced more turnovers than them. Rebounding was the same, with 13-13 from the foul line. So what was the difference in this game, you feel?
Well, they got to the line 22 times. We got to the line 13. We knew that we had to guard without fouling. Statistically, they're one of the most fouling teams in our league. Statistically, the teams shoot 2 to 1 foul shots versus them. We did not get that tonight. Sometimes that doesn't go your way, and that's a piece where maybe if we could do it over again, maybe we could get to the line a few more times. But they made 5 more foul shots than us and won by 4. So I think that's the. I'm no analytics guru, but I'd say that's probably where it's at.
And then you talk, all 3 of you have talked about how proud you are of this team. I think that loss at home to McNeese could have been a point where maybe this team falls apart, and instead you guys go on that run towards the end of the regular season. Just how proud are you, all 3 of you, to even get to this point? You kind of alluded to it before, but I think it deserves some respect because a lot of people wrote you guys off, and you were in the Final Four of this tournament.
Yeah, I think that shows again their character. It's something that we're not pleased with. Our goal was to win this tournament, so there's no participation trophy for us, and we put our whole lives in this thing to come out and win it. But you also want to compete at a high level, and I think that we were able to do that, and I think that shows a great bit of character of who we got.
Anything else?
Just lastly tonight, as with both the other nights, you had incredible support
Mhm.
from fans, administration, the spirit groups you had
Yeah.
with you. What does that mean to this team, and what does that mean to you, Coach, with the University of
I think it's another example of our UNO family. The New Orleans is a very close-knit big city. It's one that really stays together and supports each other, and I think we've got a very good core group of people that love us and support us, and more importantly, love and support our student athletes and the commitment that they make to represent the university and the city. And so it was great to have so many people involved. I always view us as an extension of student life and student activity. We're on campus to bring school pride, to bring activity to it, and we've got to do our part to do that. But then this is an opportunity for them to be involved and be a part of something special, and they were.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Much.
Yep.